All right, we're back, everybody. We're back. I'm putting the link again, of course, in the chat, spamming it now, spamming the link everywhere for my latest comic. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for those that have backed it so far. We have 21 awesome backers so far, 21 awesome backers. So please make sure that you tell all your friends about the comic, and please make sure you tell everybody you know, any friends, family members, anybody you know, really let them know about our comic, and please help us spread the word. And I just posted the link again here in the chat. So there we go. So guys, please check that out. I see we have Lorenzo Sleestack here in the chat. Hello, Lorenzo. Hello, Giorgio Sosa. Hello. Nice to see you guys here in the chat. A couple of our regulars around here. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Please hit that thumbs up. Please share out the link to the stream. Let's get some more people in here because that'd be awesome. Get some more eyes on the project. Hello, Dee Willingham. Nice to see you here in the chat. Thanks for backing. Giorgio Sosa says he'll promote on his Instagram. Thank you very much, Giorgios. Heartbreaker Colton says just did the video. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. Can I use one of the comic pictures that you shared as my thumbnail? Yes, Colton, you could use one of the comics as a thumbnail. Thank you for making a video, Colton. Thank you for making a video, Colton. Thank you for all the support. Of course, I'm going to spam the link here again in the chat. And I'll share my screen and we'll take a look here at the comic. Let's see. There we go. All right, cool. Screen sharing. All right. Let me refresh it. Let's just see real quick if we've gone up again. All right, cool. So we're still at 730. So $730, 12% of the way there, 12% of the way to 6,000. 21 awesome backers. So thank you very much, everybody. And I want to let you guys look at the art again. So this is the cover, the wonderful cover. And if we do hit I think it's the $12,000. Let me just double check real quick. I should know this. Let me just double check. Oh, 15,000. Okay, 15,000. If we hit $15,000, then Jason will actually paint this cover. Right now, this is the cover, but if we hit that stretch goal, then he'll paint it. So there will be some more colors on here, and it'll be painted. So that'll be pretty cool. But this is the cover right here. It's just a really beautiful cover. Jason does fantastic work. And here we go with some of the pages. And let me see what's going on in the chat. Colton says, okay, man, cool. I gave a ton of information about the comic and about yourself. All right, cool. Thank you, Colton. Giorgio Sosa says, we'll back as soon as my credit card is cleared. Back too many projects lately. I'm so broke. LOL. Everyone campaigning at the same time. Yeah, lots of campaigns these days on Indiegogo. But thank you very much for all the support, Giorgios Sosa. Thank you very much. But here's some of the pages here. And Jason does fantastic work. And these pages, if you guys get any of the original art tiers, then these pages are drawn in black and white. All of the grayscale is done in Photoshop. So if you get any of these pages, they won't have the grayscale on them. That's on Photoshop, but they're still absolutely fantastic pages in black and white. And so here's another example of the pages. Jason does a fantastic job at making these stories come to life. He makes them so much creepier than I'd envisioned them, and he just does a really fantastic job with the art. It's really top-notch stuff. I think you guys are gonna love this book. Let's see. All right, Giorgio Sosa says, I'll message you by email. I need to ask you something about the campaign. Hope that's okay. Georgios, it's always okay to reach out. Doramicon blog says, I'll be back as soon as I get home from work. Thank you very much, Doramicon blog. Thank you very much for your support, man. And this right here, you guys, is going to be the trading card, this promotional piece that me and Jason have been using for the last few months. This zombie me. This is going to be our trading card. We are going to take off in the bottom left corner. If you see the coming March 2020 from Indiegogo, we're going to take that part off of the on the actual trading card. But this art right here is going to be our trading card. And every tier except for the lowest tier and the digital tier will come with that. So These two tiers right here, the $8 tiers do not, but all the other tiers do come with a trading card. So there is a trading card, and that is it right here, is the zombie me. So that's going to be coming with everything except for the lowest two tiers. And we do have some awesome stretch goals. At $10,000, we will add 4 pages of behind-the-scenes extras, bringing it to 24 pages. At $15,000, Jason will paint the cover. At $20,000, all physical backers will get a 2x2 Secret Comics patch. At $30,000, Jason wants me to shave my head. I don't think I don't know if we'll get there, but I really am dreading shaving my head if we do get to 30,000, which would be incredible. And of course, if you guys do back us and you guys are looking for some more ways to support us, we do have a bunch of links here for me and for Jason for our different platforms. So if you guys want to check that out, that is in the body of the campaign. And there is a little About Us section at the end where we show some previews of our other projects. And this was a comic that Jason did for Todd McFarlane back in the 90s. So there's just 3 pages of that on there. Let me scroll back up and let's refresh. Let's see if we went up while I was rambling. Still at 7:30, but that's all right. Let's see. 7 people in here, guys. Please hit that thumbs up and share out the link. And let me see what's going on in the chat. All right. Colton says, I wish I could donate to you, but I can't because I don't have a credit card, and I tried to save up my money to go to Texas Frightmare. That's fine, Colton. Let's see. During Become Blog says, sorry you won't see it during the stream. I was talking about when he backs. It probably won't be during the stream. Giorgio Sosa says, is that a zombie version of you? I can tell by the eyebrows. Yeah, that's that's supposed to be me. Dee Dee Willingham says, I just want my Kick Nasser button. yeah, and those buttons are already printed. We printed them with the Blood Reaper campaign. I printed a whole bunch of extras. I think we only sold like 5 of them on the last campaign, so that's why I decided to use them on this campaign. And we'll go through the tiers. Our feature tier right here, this one really helps us out, is the thank you page. You get 2 copies of the comic, and you get on the thank you page for $55. That's limited to 50 spots. Only 2 of those are taken so far. Then the lowest tier, $8, gets you the comic by itself, and that's $8 there. And we also have the digital tier right here, which is great for international folks. So if you're international and you don't want to have to worry about all the shipping and stuff, then you guys could just get that tier if you want. Of course, if you're international, you could get any of the tiers, but this one might be best just because things get lost in the mail, and things get lost in the mail, and there's just a whole bunch of like customs and stuff to worry about, and international shipping prices. So if you're international, that one might be best, but you can get any of the tiers no matter where you are. And then we have the 2 copies of the book tier right here, $16. So if you and a friend want to get that tier, then that's a good one to split. There's also the 2 comics plus the Kick Nasser button. So if you guys want a Kick Nasser button and 2 comics, and that's the tier to go with. We also have 4x6 head sketches that Jason's doing. $60 gets you a comic and a 4x6 head sketch. Any fictional character of your choice he will draw. And then we only have 1 of these spots, but for $225, you could get drawn into the book. We have 1 of those spots, and then 19 pages left still of Jason's art. $250 a page for some of these original pages. Like I said, the grayscale was done in Photoshop, so the pages themselves are all black and white, but they still look incredible, even without the grayscale. So if you guys want one of his pages, those are $250. And of course, you could get the original cover art for $1,000, which I know I've said this a million times, but I just want to reiterate that on the original art for this cover, the book right here is blank. This part on the book down here was added on in Photoshop, and the logos were added in Photoshop. So the original cover is really just this lady, the outline behind her, and this book, which will be blank. So if you guys want the original art, then just be aware that the logos and then everything right here on this book, that was all added in Photoshop. So it's really just her plus the outline behind her. Colton says, just got done with the thumbnail. All I need is your channel link and the link of the Indiegogo. Then the video will be up. Well, I will post the Indiegogo link here again in the chat. There we go. Cool. No, stop sharing, I suppose. And if you guys got any questions about the campaign, just let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions about it, any questions about anything relating to the book, or I guess questions about anything really. Just let me know down in the chat. And I think I will invite some guests on. So let me get the link here copied. And let me get Jason on, and I'll try and get a couple other friends on if I can. Let me see here. Sorry, guys. I know this is the boring part of the stream where I send out the links, but let me try and get Jason on here. There we go. There's Jason. I'll send him the StreamYard link, and there we go. And then let me get over to Twitter real quick. Sorry, guys. I know this is boomerish, but let me get over to Twitter and let me send out a few friends a link here. All right. Let's see who we could invite on here. All right. Sorry, guys. Just sending a bunch of people the link right now. Sorry. I know this part's a little bit boring. Just sending a bunch of friends the link. All right, there we go. So I sent it to a few people. So sorry if that was boring you guys while I just looked for people to send it to, but I had a few people in mind that I wanted to invite onto the channel. So I just invited a few people, and we'll see if anybody shows up. Hopefully they do, to stop me from being awkward on the stream. But I'm going to get the... let's see, I'm going to get the link here copied again. And I will post it here in the chat. There we go. Cool. Let's see. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I think I missed a few things. Let's see. Colton says, I'm sorry, but I forgot Jason's name when I did my video. It's okay. Jason's forgettable, I guess. Deremy Blog says, were you inspired by Ice Cream Man for the format of the book? No, this is different from Ice Cream Man. It's very different from Ice Cream Man. But basically, I just... I had written some stories for this anthology in 2018, maybe, or maybe late 2018, early 2019, and they were just sitting around my computer. And when Jason wanted to work together, I just handed it to him. I was like, well, this is already written, so get started. So that's how it came to be. I had wanted to do a bigger anthology than this, like 100 pages with a bunch of different artists back then, but I just decided to go with just probably the four best. I hadn't written 100 pages of stories in that book. I had written probably like 30 pages or 40, and I just kind of chopped it in half and picked the best 4 stories and sent those ones to Jason. And I was like, here, we could put out an anthology. Originally, I wanted to do, back like well over a year ago when I wanted to do this anthology, I wanted to have a bunch of different artists involved, but decided just to do 20 pages, me and Jason for now. Just start small and work our way up. Let's see. Giorgio Sosa says, no worries. I'm doing some photo editing, newborn pics, listening to you in the background, so I won't be chatting much. Oh, okay. Well, congrats on the newborn. Colton says, I can stop you from being awkward. Just get me on the stream. Colton, you'd make it worse. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I don't know if you guys could hear our dog barking, but she's barking at something. Maybe the mailman's here. Let's see. Josh Graydon says, "Yo, Nasser, super pumped you're doing comics again. I will definitely back." Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you very much. I'm posting the link here again in the chat for anyone that hasn't gotten it yet, or if you guys just want to help spread the word. Colton says, "Hopefully you like my video, bro. Just got uploaded." Cool. Thank you, Colton. Thank you for uploading. I will be watching. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you guys could hear me now. I think it's fixed. I think it's fixed. I don't know what the problem was, but I think it's fixed now. Uh, it should be. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me screen share. I don't know what the problem was, but if you guys like you guys see when it does that behind your icon and it moves like that, it had just paused on it, like, and it wasn't moving anymore. That circle was extended and it had just paused, and so something happened. But okay, now you guys could hear me. But so okay, so back to screen sharing. All right. Let's see, I have this open twice. Okay, let's refresh here. And cool. Okay, everyone says they could hear me now, so good. Colton says, "I think this is what you meant. Would you say the street will be awkward without guests?" Colton, I'm having a hard time deciphering that, but but no, it's just awkward without guests because you kind of run out of things to talk about at some point. But I'm actually going to copy the link to the stream and share it out. Just give me a second here, guys. I'm about to tweet it out. So hopefully we get a few more people in here. I just tweeted out the link. And let's refresh. Let's see if we've gone up again. Hopefully we do. All right, cool. Still at 7:30, but that's all right. Thanks to everybody that's backed it so far. Colton says you're awesome, bro. All right. Well, thanks, Colton. Thank you. But yeah, guys, please share it out if you haven't already. And if you guys got any other questions about the campaign or Anything really, just let me know in the chat. Um, oh, Giorgio Sosa says, "Is it a mini series?" Um, well, we're just taking it one book at a time. It's just an anthology right now of 4 different short stories, and um, if it funds, if it's successful, if people want it to continue, then I'll potentially bring on other artists and do an anthology every so often, just a short, like 20-page thing. Um, Maybe a little bit longer in the future, but I don't see it getting too much longer than 20 pages, maybe 24 or 32 or something in the future. But um, it's just an anthology of self-contained standalone stories, and um, if it does well, then we could always do some more in the future and bring on other people. Colton says, "Will you expand upon the short stories?" No, I just like to keep them short and keep them as their own thing. Uh, I don't usually expand on short stories ever. I just like to keep them as their own thing. So, no plans to extend on it, Colton, or build on any of them individually. But if this gets funded and if people want more, then there will definitely be future issues with probably with some more artists. And yeah, so yeah, it's just an anthology, just of 4 self-contained stories, and they're all pretty different. Like the first story, the one you've seen art for, you guys haven't seen the lettered pages yet, but the word bubbles on the first story, they all rhyme. So this first story, the narration all rhymes. Um, they're all very different stories, but for the first one, I made the narration all rhyme, so it's like a twisted Dr. Seuss in the first one. Um, and all the other ones are just very different stories. They're all just about something like drastically different. It's just all of it's just different types of horror. They're all very different from each other. Um, Giorgio Sosa says, "Oh, sweet, good idea. I'm sure everyone will get into it. Hopefully, man. I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping people like it and that they'll fund it, and we'll see. We'll see how many people are on board for it, and just hoping that it does well and that people like it, and the art is getting done. Um, the art's going well, and we're definitely going to be on time with this book, and we're going to fulfill it in a timely manner. We won't have you guys waiting for 2 years without an update or anything like that. I fulfilled 2 campaigns before this, so I know what I'm doing, and if it gets funded, you guys are going to get your book, and it'll be fulfilled, and I hope you guys love it. So let's get this thing funded, and please tell all your friends, anyone that likes comics or horror movies or anything along those lines. It is pretty much, it's a PG-13 comic, so don't get it for like a 6-year-old. But if you know someone who's like 13 or 14 and up, they'd like this. Let's see. Colton says, "I get 1 more week off of school because of coronavirus." Colton, when I was in school, they had Ebola and they had swine flu, and we did not get any extra time off for anything. So I am really jealous that you get an extra week. When I was in school, we still had school anyways, even though there was swine flu and Ebola and whatever. So yeah. Yeah, I think people are kind of overreacting with this whole coronavirus thing, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Hasn't really affected me other than the fact that there's going to be no March Madness. I actually just found it out after the earlier stream. I thought March Madness was still going on, but I guess they canceled it yesterday night. I knew that they had for March Madness. I know they had said they just weren't going to have any fans in the stadiums, but now that they've totally canceled March Madness, so that makes me sad. And they canceled the NBA, which makes me sad, and they canceled baseball. How do you cancel baseball, you guys? I don't know. That just makes me sad. But I don't know. It's still, watching nothing is still more entertaining than watching the Chicago Bulls. They've sucked for so long. They've sucked for at least the last 7 years, probably. They haven't been good since about 2012. Um, Giorgio Sosa says we had a school shooting and had maybe a few days to a week off. Yeah, I don't know. People are getting so much time off for coronavirus. It's sort of strange. Sort of strange. Um, I don't know. I keep seeing all these pictures on social media of like stores that are out of everything, and people are just like stocking up on food and stuff and toilet paper, and it's just, I don't know. It's just like so weird. Like people just overreacting. I would love it if we had some disease that just wiped out half the population. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it, you guys? I did write a novel one time about a plague, but it was a sucky novel. Uh, but yeah, um, we'll see. Maybe I'll revisit it. Uh, Colton says, "Did you answer my question? Which question?" Oh, I see it now. Sorry, I missed that. Colton says, "So what made you think that you wanted to get Jason to do the art for this comic?" Um, well, I knew Jason for a while and I liked his art, and we wanted to do something, and he just sort of asked me if well, after my last comic, he was like, "You want to do a comic?" And I was like, "Well, not really," because a bunch of bull crap had gone down. But after a while, I was like, "Yeah, you know what, Jason? Here's these short stories I wrote. You could draw them." So he was like, "Cool." And then he got right to work. So yeah, so basically, Colton, me, and Jason just knew each other for a while, and finally, we just decided to work on something. And I had no particular artist in mind for these stories. I had just written them, and I was just like, "Here, take it." After he asked, because I already had it written. Let's see. Do. Georgia Sosa says the exaggeration to stocking up on everything is too much. People have to remain calm and just be cautious. Yeah, that's basically it. Colton says you have a dark sense of humor, but I would like that too, as long as I'm not one of the people that dies from the virus. Jeremy Comblock says, let me help you stop being awkward. Tell us a little about being drawn into the book. Villain slash survivor slash random background. Um, well, we have quite a few places where we could put you. So basically, me and Jason are just thinking once somebody actually buys that tier, we would talk to them. Um, there's a story that has a bunch of posters on the wall. So we could put your face on a poster. There is there not the whole book isn't drawn yet, so there's still two stories towards the end where, because this okay sorry let me start over, because the second story has a bunch of posters in it, so you could get put on a poster on a wall if you want, but the third and fourth story, those aren't drawn yet. So if you wanted to be like a certain character in one of those ones, then you could be. But it just sort of depends who exactly backs it, because there are spots, certain spots for a girl and certain spots for a boy, and then really the best spot where it could be either or is really the some of the posters on the wall in the second story. So the second story does have a lot of posters where you could be drawn. But ultimately, once someone actually does back that tier, me and Jason are going to ask. We're going to sort of show you some options of where you could be drawn. So, yeah. So we've got a lot of possibilities for the get drawn into the book tier. And we're only doing it with one slot just because there's not as many pages as in Blood Reaper when we had like 3 spots. I think for Stardust we only had 1 slot, I think. Yeah, we only have one slot in Stardust, so just not a lot of pages to do it with too many people. Um, but yeah, so it just sort of depends who backs it and where exactly they would like. Once they back it, me and Jason will talk really about all the options that are available. Um, let's see. Colton says, I'm a doomsday prepper, so since this is basically doomsday time to stock up all that toilet paper, you know I ain't going for no 2-ply, bro. Okay, Colton. Um, Colton says, why do you need 16,000? Can't you just make it an even 20,000? It's not 16,000, it's just 6. It's 6,000, Colton. I mean, if we got 16,000, that'd be incredible. But no, right now it's just 6,000, Colton. That's the goal is 6,000. Well, let me refresh. Let's see what we've gone up. All right, cool. Still at 7:30, but that's all right, guys. Just please help us share out the link and share it with all your friends. And I'm gonna post the link to the campaign here in the chat. Gonna spam you guys with it. We only got about 4 people in here, but that's all right, you guys. Really, you guys have been great so far and given us a lot of support. And I'm very glad that we've got 21 backers so far, and hopefully we can get this thing funded. And hopefully, if it does well, we can put out some future issues with some more artists. So that'd be pretty fun. And let me see here. I'm actually going to open up my Twitter and we will tweet this out again. Let me see. Let me go to my profile and get the. There we go. Copy link. Colton says, why do you need 6,000? Get you something even 10,000. Oh, and then he says, by the way, this is a joke. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, just tweeting out the link again. So, yeah, but if you guys get any more questions, let me know in the chat, and please make them readable, Colton. Please. But guys, I will be on the Bunderdome at about 5 o'clock. So in about 2 hours, I will be on with Mark Pellegrini and Tim Lim. At least I think both of them are going to be there. I hope both of them are there. I think at least Mark is going to be there. Hopefully Tim is there as well. But I'm going to be at the Bunderdome talking horror movies and talking Friday the 13th and whatnot. So that'll be a fun time, as always, talking to Tim and Mark. I would have invited Mark on here, but he's at work. He's at work right now, so I think he'll be getting off work a little bit before we do our stream. Okay, Colton's going on in the chat with his nonsense already then. And 7 people in here, guys. Please hit that thumbs up, share out the link. And if you guys got any questions about the campaign, let me know in the chat. There's the link again. And we will share screen and go through some of the art. There we go. Cool. So we take a scroll through the art. Here's the cover again. And here's some of the pages from the first story here. This is probably my favorite page so far. I'm hoping all the originals sell, so that way we can make money, of course. But if there's any originals left over, I really want this one. It's just a really I don't know. It's just really creepy, especially that hand that he's holding, the way it drips. I really love it. It reminds me of Bernie Wrightson. So if this page does not sell, I want it. But everyone should buy an original page of art, please. It's only $250. But yeah, here's another page. He does a fantastic job especially with the radio waves. I was actually really curious when I was writing this how the radio waves would look. But he does a fantastic job, especially in this panel right here in the upper left. How it just goes across the black like that. It's just, I really dig that. I don't know what it is about it, but it looks really trippy. So he did a fantastic job with that. Colton says, I wish I had $250. So do I, Colton. I wish I had that too. But yeah. This is actually the first page from this story right here. These are 3 random pages from it. This one right here is actually the first page of the first story. So this is the opening page of the book. I led with this one, though, just because this one is probably the best page so far. I really like that one, so I decided to put that one there. But this is the first page from the first story. And right here is our trading card. So this one's going to be the trading card. We're going to take off the coming March 2020 from Indiegogo part. Colton says, what is your favorite TV show? And did that TV show have any impact on the creation of these stories? Colton, my favorite TV show was Seinfeld. So no, Seinfeld had nothing to do with any inspiration for these. Yeah, I don't know. Seinfeld's my favorite TV show, probably followed by The Twilight Zone. So I mean, I guess you could say The Twilight Zone might have had a little inspiration on this, but as far as favorite TV show, Seinfeld, no. Seinfeld's never inspired any of my stuff. Colton says, what was the biggest inspiration for these stories? Well, the first story, Charlie Finds a Friend, it let me scroll back up so you can see the art. This one was inspired when I read a comic. I don't have it by me, but I could maybe pull it up. Let me stop sharing real quick. This was inspired by this comic I read called. Let me open it up here. Yeah, let's open up this book here. I got to track down the rest of these. I only have the first one, but let me go back to sharing my screen. Okay, here we go. So the first story in here was inspired by Stabbity Bunny. Stabbity Bunny. I only have the first issue of this. I don't have the others. There's at least probably like 8 others, 8 other issues of this. I think it's 9 issues total, but I have the first issue and I read it and I loved it. And the thing about Stabbity Bunny was every panel rhymed. Every single panel rhymed. It's a very dark book, but every single panel rhymes, and so it's just weird because it's dark, but then it's rhyming. So it's like, you know, like demented Dr. Seuss. So that this is what inspired the first story in here. The second story in the book kind of was inspired by a scary story I read as a kid. And then the third and fourth ones, I just kind of made up at the top of my head. Giorgio Sosa says, the zombie sort of looks like Kramer. Well, the zombie was supposed to be me. The zombie was supposed to be me. So, no, it doesn't look like Kramer. I look nothing like Kramer. I don't see it. There's no resemblance. But yeah, so Stabbity Bunny, this inspired the first story in this book. Because I tried to make it rhyme just like Stabbity Bunny rhymed. Oh man, that's a small page. I want to see if there's like a closer up like page on here that like has it rhyming. I don't know, can I zoom in on this? I'm a boomer, you guys. Sorry. Oh no, it's not zooming in. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys a page as an example from Stabbity Bunny because every panel in here rhymes. So that's what I did with the first story in here, is it all rhymes. There we go. Giorgio Sosa says he's kidding, trying to find the Seinfeld inspiration. Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to find it. But who knows? Who knows? All right. Let's refresh. All right, still at 7:30. got to go to Twitter and start retweeting this thing like crazy, spreading the word. Cool. Oh man, there we go. Cool. All right, just spread the word on Twitter real quick. Sorry guys, I know that's always a boomer moment when I go over to Twitter and I get distracted from the stream for a bit. Okay, Colton is saying that the zombie is a pretty good interpretation of me because whenever I talk, I sound dead inside. Well, all right, but yeah, it's supposed to. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, this is supposed to be me, this zombie right here. So yeah. And let me stop screen sharing. Alrighty, you guys. So you guys got any more questions about the book? Just let me know down in the chat, and I will read them. Just let me know if you guys got any questions about anything, really. If you guys want to talk about any movies or anything, really. I'm open for discussion on anything. I wonder where Jason is. He hasn't showed up yet. I know he got the link. It tells me he's seen it. It told me he saw it 25 minutes ago. Where are you? Let's see. Doramicon blog says, how does someone join a StreamYard stream? Well, let me share my screen again. Well, basically, you just click invite right here, and it makes a link, and then you copy and paste the link to people. Colton says, why do you like the original Scream so much? Colton, that is a fantastic question. Well, Colton, it was one of the first horror movies I watched when I started getting into horror, and it basically started my love for horror. Basically, my cousin in when was it? Probably 2013, maybe. Yeah, it's 2013. My cousin in 2013, he showed me The Walking Dead, and I liked it, and I was terrified, though, at the idea of watching it, because I was a scaredy cat. I'm still a scaredy cat, but after my cousin showed me The Walking Dead, Colton, I was like, you know what, horror is not so bad. So then I started to watch horror movies, and Scream is really, it really made me appreciate it even more, how it poked fun at all the tropes, but it still managed to be original. It made fun of all the tropes, but then it managed to be original with the whole two killers thing and some of the other stuff it did. And it's just well written, well directed, well acted. Just a fantastic movie. Oh, here's Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hey, Nasser. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man.
That's good.
You ignored my message for a while.
Well, I didn't have time to come on until now because I was busy with something else. So.
I'm just messing with you. I know you're taking a nap.
Or taking a nap, I'd still be asleep. I take good long naps. Drat. I'm trying to.
Oh, man. Since you're here now and you can talk to the chat, I'm just going to take a nap.
Oh, boy. Seems like you've been napping the whole time you've been on.
For real. The Ramicon blog says, does the receiver of the link need a StreamYard account, or do they just need the invite link? You just need the invite link.
Yeah.
Then you just type in whatever name you want it to show. Like right now, you see in the blue box it has our names. You just type in a name, and you could pick an icon if you want, if there's something on your computer or your phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ramicon blog. That's how it works.
I haven't even checked how the Indiegogo's going since I last talked to you.
Here, let me screen share. Well, let me post the link again. Of course, we have to share the link.
Always post the link.
So, posting the link. Now let me screen share again. There we go. All right. Excuse me. I'm sorry to keep yawning. It's cold down here in my basement, so I'm just like, it's cold. I'm leaning back in my chair.
It's to keep the bodies fresh, right, Nasser?
Yeah, well, let's refresh. All right, so we're still at $730.
Okay.
Yeah, 21 awesome backers. So thank you so much, everybody that has backed us so far. You guys are fantastic.
Yes, thank you very, very much.
Yeah, 21 awesome backers. Hopefully, we could get some more backers in today. And this book does have the potential to do a few things. Really, if it does well, you guys, then there will be another issue, and if it does well, then me and Jason will probably work on another book together. Probably a superhero book. I think me and Jason might do.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe if this does well and he's able to get paid.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. But so just let all your friends know about it, please. I know I've said that over and over again, and I know pretty much everyone in here was listening to the earlier stream this morning. But so you guys already know the whole spiel. But please, guys, really show everyone you know and help us spread the word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nasser, this campaign is not going into in demand, is it?
No, it's not.
So after you only have 60 days to get the book or order the book. After that, it's done. So yeah, please support the book. It's a fixed campaign, you said?
Yeah, it's fixed. So we need to hit 6,000.
Yeah. So unless we hit the goal, the book won't be printed. I mean, everyone will get refunds, but you won't get the book. So we need to hit the $6,000 goal. So even if you can't afford to buy the actual book, please just share it out. Just share the info out, the link and everything else. That would be a huge help to us and to the campaign. Yes. And if like Nasser said, this does well, then he would like to do future issues with other artists, so that you would have multiple artists on one book instead of just one artist doing the whole thing. So, and I think that'd be very cool, and I think it'd be cool for you guys too, all the customers who are interested in seeing great art. Having an anthology book with multiple artists, doing different different types of stories, monsters and everything. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So, so please support the book.
Yeah, so just please spread the word, you guys, and let everyone know about the book. Hopefully we can hit the goal, and like we said, it's a fixed goal, so we do have to hit it in order for this book to be made, and we would really love to make the book. And Jason's working hard on these pages, and he's only going to get paid if we hit the goal. So please, guys, let's hit the goal. So that way,
so I can buy some toilet paper.
Right. Right.
It'll
probably be back in stock by the time you get paid.
Yeah, I hope so. They're selling it on eBay for exorbitant prices, Nasser.
Are they? I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna open this up right now. Maybe we'll have a little fun on this stream. Let's see. Toilet paper. All right, let me share my screen. Well, we'll look at eBay. Okay, we're gonna look at this toilet paper. Okay, let's see. 2 Charmin Ultra Strong 6 mega rolls. Two total packages. It's at $38.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, right here. This. Let's see, 6 rolls of Kirkland signature bath tissue, 2-ply, $23.50. Oh my goodness! I wonder what happens if we go to like highest price. How do we sort this on here? I'm not used to doing this on my computer. There we go. Highest first. Wow, some people are asking for $5,000, $10,000. No one's bid on it, of course. Dude, but people are asking. I remember when Hostess, when they shut down and people were reselling those on eBay, I had this teacher that he was he was buying it all up and putting it on eBay for
Uh-huh.
thousands of dollars, and
Oh, really?
someone bid on one of them, and he was
Uh-huh.
going crazy. And he's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
man.
look how much I'm gonna make," and then the person didn't pay.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, I don't think any of these ones I've scrolled by have bids on it, but people are asking for like hundreds of dollars up to
Yeah.
thousands.
Yeah. Opportunists abound. So
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to make money.
I suppose, but I don't know. You'd have to. It's kind of yeah. I don't know if they're gonna find anyone that desperate for toilet paper.
Right.
Will pay thousands of dollars for like 5 rolls.
Oh man, I don't really see any bids on these, but people are asking for a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we go to like sold listings, maybe we'd see something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What a way to spend a stream. Let's see, sold items. Okay, I don't know if people actually paid for this, but like this one right here, like this roll right here is like $1,000 that sold yesterday.
It sold yesterday.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. So you don't know if it actually. Well, it would have had to have gone through PayPal in order for it to be.
Well, no, it could say sold, but that doesn't mean you paid for it. It just means you won the auction.
Okay. Okay.
Because you win, and then you could pay whenever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if the person actually got the money for it. Like this one right here says 5,000.
That's funny.
Like I don't know. There's a few here that I've sold for like hundreds of dollars, but I don't know if I quite believe this or if it's just like a big joke.
That's funny.
That is sort of funny.
Giorgio Sousa says, look at hand sanitizer Purell bottles. They sell for like $50 a bottle. Ridiculous.
Oh man.
Heartbreaker says my brother. Yeah. Heartbreaker says my brother can make a 5 roll of toilet paper last 3 months. Do you know why? Because most of the time he goes to the bathroom, he's at his job. Well, that'll do it. If you're not using your toilet paper, you're going somewhere else, then yeah, it'll last.
Giorgio Sosa says, please don't use the campaign money to buy $5,000 rolls. Well, we'd have to get to $5,000 first. So let's get it there, and maybe I won't buy all that toilet paper.
Yeah, you better not. we still have to pay the printer and the artist.
You mean the printer?
Yeah, and the mailman to deliver it. So you'll need every penny.
Yeah. Bullet says, excuse me, sorry guys, I'm yawning a lot, but Bullet says cocaine and hookers.
No, that's the former candidate for Florida governor who just got caught in a hotel room.
Oh.
Yeah.
And here I thought that Bullet was just talking about his own lifestyle.
Giorgio says, Jason, you're getting rolls of paper, not dollars. Actually, by the time this is all done, rolls of toilet paper might be more valuable than dollars. So, maybe I'll take it.
Oh, man. 10 people watching, guys. Please hit that thumbs up and share out the link. And let me see here. Actually, cool. I got an email that we got another backer.
Oh, really?
So let's refresh here and see where we are. Well, it didn't register yet on the campaign. Well, it registered under backers. It shows it went up to 22, but now I'm just waiting for it to update the price.
That's great. Thank you very much.
But awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for backing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's refresh. Hopefully it goes up. There we go. $785. So we're $15 away from $800. Cool. Cool. So we're getting there. We're
Very cool.
on our way. We're on our way to getting some fancy toilet paper.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna lock it on you now, so we can all watch you draw.
Oh, okay. People rather see me draw than watching toilet paper rolls. I think.
Oh, I don't think you were here for this, Jason. But
Yeah.
Colton, while I around when I had started the stream, he was making a little promotional video on his channel, and he says in the chat, by the ways, Jason, I'm pretty sure I already said this, but I'm so sorry I forgot your name when I was doing the Indiegogo video.
Colton, who's that?
That's Heartbreaker.
Oh, okay. What? I guess I'm a little confused. What video are you doing?
He was just making a video on his channel, just talking about our campaign.
Oh, okay. Oh, neat. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's fine. If you don't remember, if you didn't remember my name, that's fine. I appreciate you making a video, though. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you, Colton.
Yeah.
Colton and his 10 million subs. We're gonna be rich.
My mom forgets my name half the time too, so you're in good company. She'll call my brother's name, my sister's name, my dad's name, her uncle's name, who's been dead for 20 years, and then she'll finally get around to my name. So.
All right, DeRayMeCon blog says that was me who backed. So thank you so much, DeRayMeCon blog.
Oh wow!
Thank you so much for all your support.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, DeRayMeCon blog has been a big supporter on all my campaigns so far.
Oh, great!
Yeah, so thank you very much.
Hopefully, I will be able to match the previous campaigns in terms of quality of art, and you won't feel left down when you get this book.
Yeah. Colton says, so I have a question, Jason. What happens if you mess up on the drawing? Do you get rid of the entire page, or what do you do?
You mean like this? Oh man. Okay. No, I don't tear out the whole page. I just white it out. So then carry on. I mean, the only way I would restart the entire page is if I spilled like a bottle of ink on the whole thing, the whole thing was obliterated, then I might be forced to. But if I screwed up, say, one panel, I could white it out. Or if that panel wasn't salvageable, I just replace it in Photoshop. I just draw a new panel the same size and then just drop it on top. I scan the whole thing in and then drop in the new panel in Photoshop. So it would be a fairly easy fix.
Cool.
Yep.
Bullet says, I love seeing these pages come together.
Okay.
Yeah, the pages actually exist. That's one cool thing about this campaign.
Yeah, go to my subscribe to my YouTube channel, Illustration by Design.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
And you can watch me draw all these pages in live streams. I'll be live streaming several times a week, and make sure you hit the bell for notifications. And when you hit the bell, make sure that it's set for all notifications, so that when I go online to live stream or I post a video, you guys will get a heads up, and you can come and watch me draw the book in real time. I'll be right back. My wife just got home.
All right. All right, Colton. I see you have a question for Jason, so I'll ask him when he gets back. But yeah, guys, that's the link right there to Jason's channel. So go give him a sub, and he's been streaming quite often. Streaming these pages. Sometimes he'll stream at like 4 in the morning. I don't know how he does it, but sometimes he even streams at 4 in the morning. But he streams all the time, drawing these pages. So if you guys want to see them actually get created, then go give him a sub right there at his channel. And he really does an incredible job with these pages, and the streams are fun to watch. Some good background noise for you. Usually he draws silently, and he has some music going, so that's always cool. Bullet says, you see a lot of old Marvel and DC pages with post-its or panels glued to the page to make corrections. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that before in some. I've seen that in a few documentaries actually. A few different ones talking about like the history of comics, and sometimes it'll show like an old page, and you'll see like post-it notes and stuff cut up, pasted back together. um, the Rami Khan blog says, "I'll be working hard towards writing my first comic book by the end of this of the year. Jason's art is so good. I've watched 2 of his streams and I'm sub. Awesome, man. Awesome to hear about your comic, and thank you for giving Jason the sub." Colton says, so he doesn't talk on his live streams. He does talk on his live streams, but usually it's like more like a silent stream where he's just playing music and drawing.
Yeah, it's about I would say 75% silent with music, and then 25% me babbling about stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not much of a talker. I'm not like Nasser. Nasser likes to talk.
I'm not even a talker. Before I forget, Colton / Heartbreaker had a question for you. He says,
Yeah.
Jason, what has been the hardest part of drawing this comic book so far?
Working with Nasser. The hardest part. Hardest part. I think, I don't know. I think just coming up with the layouts. That's the hardest part for me. Trying to arrange the panels in a way that flow well. So
yeah, because I don't give you a layout.
Yeah, when Nasser he just gives me like a story, and then I have to interpret that, translate that into pictures. So the hardest part for me is taking his story and translating it into a layout that is understandable to someone who hasn't read his script. So my goal is to, a good animation, when you watch good animation, you should be able to tell what the story is without the words. And my goal when I draw it, when I lay it out, is to lay it out in a way that you can just look at the pictures and sort of tell what's going on, even before I drop in Nasser's words. So that's kind of the hardest part for me. The actual drawing of it is the fun part. So that's not, I try to do all my sort of quote unquote thinking in the layout stage. So by the time I actually get to the stage you're seeing now, it's just sort of fun for me. I'm not thinking so much anymore. I'm just sort of putting it down on paper.
Yeah. I just sort of tell Jason everything that happens on each page. I just tell him on this page the kid goes down, finds this, does this, and he just figures out how many panels that needs to be.
Yep. So I do all the hard work. Nasser just sort of throws it in my lap. It's like, here, do something with it. I'm like, oh, great, fine.
VM
make
Reese,
a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
VM Reese says, will you receive submissions for the future issues? Yeah, I'd be open to that potentially, but we need to get this thing funded first. If you mean like submissions, like from like art submissions or from other writers, it's a maybe to other writers. I'd be open to art submissions, but this really just needs to fund first before I could even begin to think about other submissions.
But if it does fund, it would be awesome to have like multiple people submitting stuff, and being able to have other people's interpretations of Nasser's words. That would be very cool.
Let's see. Colton says, if I ever do a comic book, I want to get an artist to draw like early 60s art from like Batman.
Huh. That's cool. Like Dick Sprang?
I don't know.
That's neat.
Huh?
I said, that's neat. It's a cool style. Early 60s Batman style. Very kind of cartoony. So
let's see. Jeremy Blog says, I'm not sure if others are experiencing this, but your stream is breaking up a little at times. Well, let's see. 14 people in here. Let me know if the stream is still breaking up at all. And I'm posting the link again to Jason's channel because I accidentally still had it accidentally still had it copied, but gonna post the link here to the Indiegogo right here. Let's see. Doremi blog says Jason gave me all kinds of good information on drawing tablets. I have not experienced a quiet stream from his channel. Could just be me being lucky.
Well, no, I guess.
No, they're mostly quiet.
Yeah, well, maybe I just think they're mostly quiet. Maybe I talk too much. I don't know. I mean, I've never had a completely quiet live stream. Because I just want people to know that I'm still awake, even though they can see me drawing. But you know, I kind of want to interact with people when I live stream. So I try not to. I try to talk a fair amount. Like I said, it's usually about 25%. But you know, try to give people some breathing room as well, so that they don't get sick of hearing my voice.
Bullet is talking inappropriately in the chat. Bullet, this is a family channel. it's not really a family channel. It's not really. It's not a family channel. I just don't want to read that.
Oh, poor Dick Sprang. Heartbreaker asks.
Oh yeah, I was about to read that one. You go ahead.
He asked, so Jason, what was your favorite panels to draw so far? This was my favorite panel so far to draw, and you've probably seen it a lot. This one.
Oh yeah, we keep showing it off.
Yeah. It's just I love the whole kind of menace, and I love the fear of like kind of terror and like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Looking at kid's eyes. And then this one way is like looking over his shoulder, like really slowly, at least in my head, if this were animated, and with the looming shadow over his face. So far, this is my favorite one. There's another one that I'll be drawing in the future that might be my new favorite. It just depends. Depends on how well I pull it off. I have it in my mind how I want it to look, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Cool. Hello, Bean from PA. Nice to see you here in the chat. Another one of our regulars around here.
Yeah, thank you for sharing the link, Bean. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for all your support, Bean. You do a fantastic job of always tweeting it out for us, so thank you very much. And let's see. Let's go over and refresh. I haven't gotten any new emails, but let's just refresh, just see if it's gone up. All right, cool. Still at a 785, but that's all right, guys. We've gotten so much support so far, so thank you very much, you guys. And we got 22 awesome backers. We're 13% funded, so that's cool. So 13% funded so far.
13% on Friday the 13th. It's a lucky omen.
Yeah, I'm hoping we could probably get to 1,000 today. That'd be pretty cool. Get to $1,000.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
So please share it out. Help us get to $1,000 on the first day.
Yeah.
And remember, if we reach $30,000, Nasser has to shave his head. Let's get to that point. Hashtag make Nasser bald. I want that trending on Twitter. Hashtag make Nasser bald. That would be awesome.
I'm gonna unlock it from you just so I could show my hair real quick.
No. Oh no.
Yeah, this is how much we have to cut.
No.
So it's a lot.
You just shave that.
It's a lot. So Jason wants me to shave it off. So I will shave it at 30,000. And by shave it, I mean I'll just get a regular haircut.
No, wrong. It means you will go full Yul Brenner. You will go.
Okay, whoever that is.
Stop it. No, you're scaring me again.
But yeah, it's a lot of hair, and he wants me to shave it off. So if we get to 30,000, then I guess so. I'll consider it.
I want him at One Punch Man level.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop my camera now.
So Jason, how long on average do you think it takes you to complete a panel? By the way, yes, to what you said earlier, I love old Batman art, especially from the 70s, 60s, and 50s. Yeah, I love that art too. I mean, it changed quite a bit in the mid 60s, to the 70s, and became much more realistic. But
Yeah.
60s and 50s, it's just I love that whole cartoony, Dick Sprang style, and it's just really iconic. So, but how long does it take me to complete a panel? It just depends on the panel. Like, like this opening panel for page 1, it took quite a bit longer than some of the other ones because there's a whole lot of stuff in it. So, but an average panel like this one, I don't know. I mean, if I weren't live streaming and talking while I'm drawing it, which I was when I was drawing this, this would probably take me to pencil and ink less than an hour, I would say. But like I said, I mean, when I'm drawing these pages, I'm live streaming, so I tend to try to interact with the people watching. So when I'm drawing these and live streaming, it takes me twice as long. Just because I'm doing other things rather than just focusing on the art, and I don't have the type of mind where I can draw and talk and pay attention to a chat room all at once without slowing down. Because otherwise I would just mess up the art. I need to, how can I put this? Something ends up suffering, either the art or my speed, and I'd rather it be my speed than the art. So when I'm live streaming me drawing these pages, I slow down quite a bit just so I don't screw up the art, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. It sounded okay in my brain, but coming out of my mouth, it may have come out a little garbled.
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm about to share everything out again over on Facebook.
Yeah, Bullet says streaming kills productivity. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword because when I'm streaming, I'm motivated to draw, for people and to stay in my chair and get the work done. But at the same time, it does slow me up. So it's but if I weren't streaming and I was drawing, I would probably be getting up every 15 minutes and then getting distracted by TV or doing my bills or something. Something else will be attracting my attention other than the actual art. So I'm actually probably more productive live streaming than I might be otherwise. So
yeah, I'm not productive when I stream. It means I'm not getting any work done.
Right, yeah, but you can't really write when you stream, so
Yeah, so I only wrote like 400 words today. I did almost no work today.
Well, you're doing work right now, Nasser. You're selling your book.
Well, you know what I
That's
mean.
your job.
As in writing.
It doesn't do any good to write if you can't sell your work. So, you are doing the secondary job of a freelancer, which is self-promotion, and that is it takes a lot of work, and it's not the most fun, but it is necessary to get your product out into people's hands. So always be closing, Nasser. Always be closing.
Right. Always be sleeping.
Don't sleep either.
I'm so exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm going to be falling asleep when I'm on the Thunderdome later, which I'll be on the Thunderdome in, I think, an hour. I think we're going to be going live around 5.
Okay, cool. Tell everyone what the Thunderdome is. Explain to them where that this will be.
Oh, of course. I will pull up their link, actually,
Please do.
for the Thunderdome. And I just want to scroll back my messages real quick with Mark first, just to make sure it's at 5, so I'm telling you guys the right information. Let's see. Where is Mark? There he is. Yeah, okay, yeah, 5 Central. So let me pull up the Thunderdome.
Heartbreaker asks, Nasser, do you ever think of turning your comic books into a company like Dark Horse or something like that?
By Dark Horse, do you mean like I don't know what you mean. Like
Are you talking about actual? Are you
like
talking about?
like
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
like yeah, like I don't know if he means like taking like submissions, publishing people, putting it in stores. I don't think I'd ever get that big, and it sounds like a lot of things I don't want to do. But is that what you mean? Like putting it in stores and stuff?
I think you might mean start your own individual comic book company.
Well, I mean, I do. It's called Secret Comics.
No, but have it be more than just like a one man
Oh, no, it's
deal.
probably just gonna be me.
Okay.
But yeah, here's a link to the Bunderdome. The Bunderdome is Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini. I have Mark on here quite often to talk horror movies. But Mark and Tim, that's their channel, and they usually just interview creators and
Cool.
people and talk about books and movies, and it's really just a good time when you go over to the Bunderdome. And they put out their books on Indiegogo and Kickstarter, and they get their books in shops with Antarctic Press, and they're just fantastic dudes that do the work, and it's just really cool to talk to. So that's always a fun time. So that's going to be the Bunderdome. So I should be on there at about 5 o'clock.
Central Time?
Yeah, 5 Central. So about an hour. So I'm just gonna message Mark real quick, just to make sure he's still down for 5.
Okay. Heartbreaker clarifies. He says, "I mean, like turning your comics into Dark Horse and letting them like publish it and putting it in stores."
Okay. So having someone put it in stores. I was thinking about potentially doing that with like Antarctic Press.
Oh, cool. Neat.
If they would take it, but I don't have much content yet for them to put in stores. Like Stardust is just a one shot. Trixie, there's no book 2 yet. That's coming. This is just the first issue. So, granted, they do put out one shots all the time, but I would just rather have a couple things to put out than,
Yeah.
Well, it says Alterna. Alterna's cool. We're going to use their printing partnership thing for printing this book on newsprint. I don't know if they publish me. I don't know. But I did talk to Ben Dunn one time. Well, I've talked to him a few times, but one time I showed him my campaigns, and he said he'd be interested. But, like I said, it's just there's only one issue of Trixie out, and just a one shot of Stardust. So we'll see. Potentially, maybe Antarctic Press. I could, maybe get a deal with them to put it into shops, which would be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But I just need a little more backlog first.
Yeah, Bullet says promote. Get toilet paper, and then once you come back, and then promote, and then promote some more. Good advice.
Yep.
Heartbreaker says, so basically what you're saying, Nasser, is you want to get a big inventory of comics and then start like trying to get them published to Dark Horse and Antarctic Press and places like that.
Oh, are you still there? Did you stop, or did you just cut out?
I'm right here. Yeah, I must have cut out. I was just reading what Heartbreaker said. He said, so basically what you're saying, Nasser, is you want to get a big inventory of comics, then start like trying to get them published to Dark Horse and Antarctic Press and places like that. Can you hear me? Hello? Did Nasser die? Can anyone in the chat hear me? If you can still hear me, type in yes. Nasser may have cut out. Pretty sure my camera's still working. Yep, my camera's still working. So Nasser's gone. So I apologize. Okay, Nasser has disappeared. Nasser has left the building. I guess his internet cut out, or the coronavirus got him and infected his computer, and Nasser is no more. But hopefully he will be resurrected like that zombie Nasser in the promotional art for Secret Comics Presents. So I encourage everybody to share out the link. Please let everyone know that we are live streaming and we are launching this horror anthology, horrifically written by Nasser Rabadi, gorgeously drawn by Jason Robinson, and soon to be coming to a mailbox near you once this campaign is funded. So please share it out. Nasha says my internet disconnected. See, I knew it. Coronavirus strikes. Heartbreaker says, well, if Nasser's no more, that really sucks. He still has to send me a package.
Okay, sorry, my internet.
Draddy's back.
My internet died. It disconnected. But
see, Nasser's risen from the grave.
To answer your question, Colton. No, it's not that I need like a big inventory. I just want like something that has like an ending or something, or like a solid thing to put out on the schedule, like something finished that could go out. Like if Trixie, there might be a book 3, but after book 2, that storyline from book 1 is concluded. So, so if I had book 2 done, then yeah, that'd be something I could put out because it would have an end and there's nothing to wait on.
You know, it'd be cool. I think I mentioned this before, Nasser, is if you had a Trixie story as one of the short stories in Secret Comics Presents.
Yeah. Or with book 2, if we do a backup story or a little ash can.
That'd be cool.
Yes, I would love for you to draw a little Trixie, like little Archie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, little Trixie. I remember that. Yeah. No, I suggested that Nasser make like a little Trixie comic, and then I would draw like little Archie. So yeah, please fund this comic so I get to draw little Trixie. That'd be awesome.
Yes. Let's fund this. Let's fund this. Let's make a lot of money, because if I get any money from this, then I will be able to put it towards Trixie book 2, which is it's only on like Sean's on like page 3, because I don't have a big budget. So if we make money on this book, then maybe we could get Trixie moving along. Bullet was talking about Corona coming through the internet. No, it just somehow somehow disconnected.
Corona.
But yeah.
I feel bad for Corona beer. It's not their fault.
Okay. All right. It looks like me and Mark are still on for 5 Central. He just gave me a thumbs up.
Good.
So cool. So yeah, I will be over on the Bunderdome in about an hour-ish.
Okay. Post the link again, Nasser.
Huh?
Post a link to the Bunderdome again so people know where to go.
Yeah, let me I think I might have closed it actually.
Dang, nabbit, Nasser.
But yeah, we'll be talking about Friday the 13th and different horror movies, but specifically Friday the 13th.
And this book. And this comic.
We'll be talking about Friday
primarily
the 13th.
This comic. You'll be talking primarily about this comic you're trying to sell, Nasser?
There's the Bunderdome. I just posted the link again.
Mm-hmm. You better promote this book, Nasser.
Of course not.
You have to have a talk with your parents.
Okay.
Let's see.
Colton says he still has 5 movies in his collection he hasn't watched yet. Colton, I haven't watched most of the movies I own.
I have tons of movies that I have not watched, and I feel guilty on one hand but it's like I don't have time.
I don't have a lot of time either. Mostly because I watch them with my brother, so it's like whenever our schedules match up.
Mm. Well,
Which
you know
was
what?
which was easy the last couple days because he has his
Mhm.
spring break from school. But
Ah, cool.
yeah, but usually it's like awful.
Where'd you go to school? I mean,
Uh,
I
Governor
assume it's in
State.
college.
He goes to the college I went to.
Oh, cool. That's good. I'm glad they didn't hold you being there against him.
That surprises me too. I was always up to no good.
Yeah, not surprising. What's he majoring in?
Psychology,
Oh, that's nice. Perfect for being your brother.
sort of. He probably has a lot of trauma from our sisters.
And you. Um, Mostly you. That's cool. Very cool.
Uh, Colton says the more I learn about Jason and this comic, I want to fund the Indiegogo, but I can't. I'm sorry. Uh,
That's
then then Bullet says promote, like, and share and tweet about it if you can't support it financially. Um,
yeah, definitely.
definitely, Colton. We would appreciate that.
Hmm.
If you just share out the link and stuff, and Colton, we got you. We'll give you a copy, Colton. It's fine. As long as we get funded. If we get funded, we'll send Colton a copy.
Uh,
Yeah. So Colton, make sure you promote it everywhere. Put thousands of dollars into it, so that way you can get your free copy.
exactly.
Maybe we'll send you a trading card.
uh,
Let's see. And Colton says, all right, Colton says, or hold on, let me get another one first. Giorgio Sosa says, make it a stretch goal for Colton. uh, eh. Then Colton says, thanks. I'm going to have to wait another 2 months so I can get your package plus the comic. Thank you so much, man. But I am doing my best to help you guys. I made a video. I'm going to share it everywhere. Thank you
oh,
very
very
much,
cool.
Colton. Thank you for
Thank you.
making a video.
Yeah, that is very, very cool. And flattering. It's like, oh man, where is? Oh, it's in my pocket. It's like, where'd my special pen go? It's stuck in my pocket. It's hiding. Heartbreaker says, well, Nasser's a good friend of mine, and throughout the stream, I think I've become good friends with you, Jason. So I'm just doing my part to help a good friend. Well, thank you very much.
That's cool.
If there are any artists out there, I highly recommend getting this pen. It's called a thin line brush pen. And it's, unlike a lot of brush pens, it's not made of foam. It's not a foam um, nib. They're actual bristles, like with a regular pen. But the ink it lays down is a much thinner line than this Pentel brush pen, which is an awesome brush pen. But it's also quite a bit thicker, so it's hard for me to get details with it. But this thin line is perfect for drawing comics if you want like thick and thin lines. It's like really good. So I highly recommend it. And it's cheap, which is even better. I think this costs like maybe like $7. And it's refillable. You can take out the back, and then if you have like an ink, a little inkwell, you can put ink into it, and then it refills it. So you only have to buy it once, which is even better, mo better. That's my little art tip for the day. I might have more. We'll see.
Cool. Let's see. Bullet says, I want to kick Nasser from his own stream and would push him in the snow if I ever see him.
Oh, man, that'd be fun.
What if there's no snow?
Don't worry. Concrete will work well, too. Asphalt is just as good. Maybe even better.
Okay, then.
Yeah. I only want to kick Nasser figuratively, not literally.
You know, I just opened up Twitter to retweet the link, and I see this post from Bloody Disgusting saying coronavirus forces Netflix to suspend production on Stranger Things. I'm glad about that one. I hate that show.
Yeah, I wasn't really crazy about it. I mean, I see the first season. I saw a number of episodes, and I was not enamored with it. I'm kind of tired of. I mean, was it set in the 80s? I think it was set in the 80s.
Yes, in the 80s.
I'm kind of sick of these like sort of horror type shows about kids. You know, they're all set in the 80s. It's just like I've seen a number of them. I mean, what was it called? Like 8mm was one. Well, 9mm. 8mm? 8mm. That came out several years ago. It was a movie about some sort of space monster and a bunch of kids. And then you have, like It, Stranger Things, and it just seems kind of repetitive to me anyway.
Yeah, I'm tired of it too. I didn't like Stranger Things. I don't know. The first season wasn't bad, but it wasn't good enough for me to continue to season 2. And then it just got really overrated. Like everyone was praising it like it was the best show ever, and then that just really made me hate it.
Bullet says it was Super 8. Yeah, and they always have the same dynamic. It's always like a bunch of nerds with like one single like semi-hot girl. You know, it's like
it's
the same thing I saw 5 times before.
Let's see. Colton says, I got all the movies I'm going to be watching for the next 2 weeks because instead of 1 week, I got 2 weeks off because of the coronavirus. That's cool. Let's see. Dillard Draws says,
Dillard.
Let's see. Says, darn it, Jim, there has been exactly 3, yet you still swoon over the same monster movies.
Well, yeah, because I know I'm getting when I'm watching a Godzilla movie. That's why I see Godzilla movies. When I see different movies by different creators, I don't want to see the same movie just by different creators with a different name, different title. So.
Colton says he's going to be watching Cat's Eye. I love Cat's Eye.
Cat's Eye. Did I see that?
It's an anthology. It's got James Woods in it.
I don't think I saw it.
Oh.
I don't think I saw it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I saw Cat People, but not Cat's
Haven't
Eye.
seen it.
Oh, it's a classic. It's Tashi Kinski. Gotta watch it, Nasser. Gotta watch it.
No.
Every red-blooded boy from the 80s saw that movie for good reason.
Okay, then. Colton's really glad you like Godzilla.
Hey, everyone loves Godzilla. Everyone with a functioning brain loves Godzilla.
I've never seen it.
What? Stop. What? Now you're... Nasser. This is like it's like the 500th time today I've said Nasser in disappointment. Nasser, quit clicking your Rubik's Cube. I can hear you.
Are you disappointed because you expect me to watch every single movie ever made?
I expect you to watch the iconic movies, or at least the iconic characters from these movies. I don't mean Chucky.
Oh, Chucky's way better than Godzilla.
Oh no, Godzilla took out an entire nation. Chucky chased teenage girls and a child.
So that's way funner.
Yeah, way funner. That's way more fun. Bullet is shocked that you have not seen Godzilla. He says, "What the sweet?"
No, he's shocked at you.
No, he's not. Yeah. A part of me wants to just like go up to Chicago, find Nasser, and strap him to a chair like the Clockwork Orange, and pry his eyes open, make him watch classic films that everyone should have seen by the time they're Nasser's age. It's just very frustrating to hear him say things like, "I've never seen Godzilla or a Godzilla movie."
Oh man, Bullet is telling me that I'm fired from whatever it is I do here and to clean out my desk.
Well said, Bullet. Well said. I concur. Hey,
Man,
if you want to make Nasser pay, fund the campaign, get us to $30,000 so Nasser has to shave his head. And hashtag it out. Make Nasser bald.
Or at $30,000, I just have a monster movie marathon.
No, that's all right. No, I like the shaving your head better.
Okay, both.
Oh, both. Okay.
So I could forget about the shaved head.
Nah, don't worry. We'll take pictures. We'll remind you. Forever.
Yeah.
Arbreaker says, I help you with the strapping in, Jason. We need a Clockwork Orange Nasser to watch Godzilla films. Yeah, we do. Nasser, have you watched Kung Fu movies?
No, they bore me.
Oh no, Nasser. You gotta force him to watch Kung Fu movies too. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long weekend.
I would not watch those.
Have you watched the Hammer horror films yet?
Bro, you asked me this like this morning.
I will keep asking you until I hear an affirmative. Have you watched it?
I'm never gonna watch it now.
Now, see, that's another set of movies we got to force them to watch now, folks. Help us out. Help us get to 30,000 so we can strap Nasser down, force him to watch good movies, and shave his head live. We'll live stream it. We'll live stream the conversion of Nasser to having good taste in films.
All right, and there's the link to the campaign again. So
Kung Fu Hustle is great, Giorgio's. He just named a really fantastic Kung Fu movie, Kung Fu Hustle. Very funny movie.
I don't think I'm gonna like it.
Oh my gosh! What? Have you seen it?
No, it's Kung Fu, and you said it's funny. I don't like either of those things.
Do you like comedy, Nasser?
No.
Oh gosh. Nasser. You spent too much time in that basement, Nasser.
Yeah.
Yeah, drag you out into the light. Expose you to some awesomeness in filmmaking. You're missing some great stuff. Which cube are you working on, Nasser? The click clacking is getting to me. You gotta do that. At least put yourself on screen so people can see you.
Oh, it's already done.
Oh, heck, that's a simple one. That's a basic one.
As if you could solve it. No, I was just going like this, just moving it over and over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Shaolin Soccer. Bullet named another one. These are recent ones. These are ones made in the last 15 years or so. But yeah, Shaolin Soccer is a great one as well. Same creator as Kung Fu Hustle.
Colton says, you think you're not going to like it. It is a terrible excuse because you didn't think you were going to like House of a Thousand Corpses or The Devil's Rejects, but you do.
Ooh, snap.
I don't remember saying I didn't think I was going to like it.
Nasser got called out in a live stream.
I can't remember if I said that or not.
You probably did. Sounds like you.
I don't know, but I watched them both and they were good movies.
Mm-hmm. Negative until forced to watch. It's like my dad. My dad would watch, he'd watch like sci-fi movies. And he'd sit there in front of the TV saying, this is stupid. And then he'd turn up the volume so he could hear it better. It's like, yeah, I can tell. I can tell how much you dislike it because you want to hear what's going on and you want to see more.
Yeah, that's not going to be me.
Right. That's you now. Heartbreaker wants to know if you watch westerns.
Oh no, I hate westerns.
Aw. I'm not crazy about. Well, it depends on the western. I mean, there are some great westerns out there. I'm not inclined to watch westerns. I mean, I love like superhero and sci-fi movies, so I'll watch even terrible ones. I don't care. Westerns, I tend to be much more picky because it's not a genre that I'm really drawn to necessarily, but I've seen some great stuff, and I have a really high appreciation for like classic Western TV shows. I love stuff like Bonanza and The Rifleman. Have Gun Will Travel. I love The Lone Ranger. I mean, there's tons of stuff out there, and it kind of sounds like I do like westerns, but like I said, it's like it has to be. It depends on what it is. I'm more picky.
I mean, every time I've watched like the Twilight Zone and they have like one of those Old West episodes, I just couldn't be more bored. Those are the only episodes I don't like.
No, sir. Those are good ones.
I don't like the Old West. I don't like westerns. It bores me.
Oh wow, that's a shame. They've made some really really great stories, great movies, set in the West. So Old West.
And cool, we got a new backer. So let me share our.
Oh, thank you.
Let me share my screen. So thank you to our new backer.
Thank you, mystery backer.
Huh?
Thank you, mystery backer.
And let me refresh here. Let's see if it's registered yet on the campaign. But I did get
Maybe they bought a page. That'd be great.
Yeah, it's $7.93. So we're up to $7.93.
Fantastic.
Yes, that's pretty cool. So awesome. So thank you everybody that's back so far. We have 23 awesome backers.
We're only $7 away from $800, so that should be very easy to reach. Help us reach $800.
Yeah, that's just one more person back and get any of the lowest tiers. So if anyone's listening and hasn't backed yet and wants to get us over the 800 mark, then we have the $8 digital tier and the $8 physical tier. So
you can get the physical comic book signed by Nasser Rabadi himself. Coronavirus free, hopefully, for only $8 for less than a 10 spot. For less than a 10 spot, you can get a Nasser Rabadi comic book drawn by me, of course, and signed by Nasser.
It's coronavirus free. I don't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's true. Nasser is locked in his hermetically sealed basement against his will by his parents, but he's still locked in there.
Yeah, I'm a recluse.
Yes, so he is coronavirus free.
Yeah.
They shove food through a slot in the wall for Nasser. So it is it's much safer for everyone involved. Boy in the bubble, exactly, Bullet. That'd be cool. Heartbreaker says, I'm going to get you into Westerns, Nasser, and then you'll be writing books about Westerns.
Nah.
Yes.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, famous last words.
No, I just hate Westerns.
We'll see. We'll see what happens in 20 years. Nasser will be writing out stories about...
What a boring old man.
You'll only be 40. 42 in 20 years. I hope you'll still be in good shape by then.
Maybe.
Yeah. Depends on your diet. Get enough exercise. If you get out in the sun and get out of that basement, you might survive to 40.
Bullet says Western horror. Oh, this sounds horrible.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That sounds boring.
No. Are you not a writer? Are you not a writer, Nasser?
A writer of good stuff.
So make it not boring.
But I just
That's the job of a writer. Take a story, take a premise, and make it interesting and exciting for the reader, for the consumer. That is your job. You can't just take a premise and say, "Oh, that's boring. That can't work."
It
Your job is
can't.
to
It
make it
can't
work.
work. It can't work for me.
Gosh, Nasser. I have a feeling your parents said that a lot when you were growing up. Nasser.
Probably.
Probably.
Bullet says gun slinger versus Cthulhu.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Cthulhu would win in like 4 seconds or less.
No, Cthulhu's powers have been diminished for some strange reason. Now he is Cthulhu in human form, but he's taken over a town, and the town hires a lone gunslinger to cleanse the town. No, a gunslinger slash priest, a priest gunslinger to cleanse the town
Could
of
this
the
be
evil.
any more awful?
Oh man, oh I would watch that movie. I watched the heck out of that movie. If you don't write it, I will. I'll make a comic out of it.
Go ahead.
Then I will crowdfund it and make $1 bazillion off this awesome thing that I just conceived, because Nasser rejected the entire premise. Yes, Western Eldritch horror. Ooh. Talking Draw says, "Geez, Nasser, this is your second or third stream today." It's the second, I think, unless you snuck one in.
Second.
So we'll be doing more as we promote this awesome comic that Nasser has written and I am currently drawing for your viewing pleasure. Secret Comics presents, and I'm hoping Nasser will put the link in the chat so that
of course,
can go to the campaign and purchase a copy, or 10 or 20. For only $8, you can get a physical comic and signed by Nasser Rabadi.
Eagle 43 says
Eagle 43.
He says 6-gun gorilla versus Cthulhu. What's 6-gun gorilla?
6-gun gorilla is a campaign is it currently active on Indiegogo?
Oh, I think I might have seen that actually.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny. I do like the idea of like a gunslinger priest who was forced to battle it out with Cthulhu. It wouldn't be a high noon; it'd be during a full moon. Oh, a full blood moon. Ooh, that'd be cool. That's okay, Nasser. I'll write it without you.
Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna learn to write overnight.
Huh?
That you're just gonna learn to write overnight.
Yeah, you can do it. I can do it. Can't be that hard. Nasser did it.
That's
Nasser.
true. Yeah, but I do got.
Bullet came up with the name of the comic, Hunter's Moon.
I don't see that in the chat yet. Maybe it. Sometimes it takes a second in StreamYard. Let me look at my phone. No, I see it. I missed it. Yeah.
John Talk asks, "What pen are you currently using?" I'm using an Acacia thin line brush pen. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. But they're great pens. You can buy them on Amazon.com. And they are actually refillable. I thought for a long time that you could not refill this. But I realized after a while that you can take the back of it off. You take the cap off first. Boink. You take this back end off, pull it off, and then inside there is a sheath of cotton wrapped in plastic that you can refill by taking an eyedropper and some ink and just filling it up, and then putting the sheath back in the pen, putting the back on, and then you're good to go. The good thing about these brush pens is that unlike a lot of other brush pens, it actually has bristles. It's not just a foam tip; it's an actual bristle pen. So it acts just like a traditional, brush, but all the ink's inside, and it's refillable, and it's awesome. And it's much thinner, which is why I bought it. It's much thinner than the usual Pentel brush pens, which are great pens, but they're thicker. And I wanted something I could get a really thin line with and draw comic books with. And I've loved it. I've used these for probably for the last year and a half or so. If you go to my YouTube channel, Illustration by Design, there is a video showing me, showing me refilling this brush pen. It's like a step-by-step video. So check it out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You will see me drawing these pages live for Nasser Rabadi's new book, Secret Comics Presents. And yeah, I'll be live streaming me drawing the entire book over the next couple of months. So please check it out and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.
Okay, so Tyler Draw and Talk says buying one now. So Tyler shows up to buy the pen, but he doesn't show up to buy our book. I see how it is, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, buy the book too. We need your support. Right. We want your support. We encourage your support, and also share out the link to the campaign as well. It's secret-comics.com, and share that out. Let everyone know that the campaign's going. The campaign is only going to be for 60 days. After that, it's not going in demand. It will not be in demand after 60 days. It's just going to end. So we need to fund this book, or else the book will not be. We won't have enough money to publish it. So it needs to be funded. So help us out.
He says the pen is cheaper. How much is that pen?
It's like $7, $7 or $8. It's about the same as the comic.
What, Tyler? I can't believe you, Tyler. Okay, guys, my next video is going to be a rant video about Tyler. Everyone go to Tyler and tell him mean things, harass him.
No being mean to the customers, Nasser.
You want them to support your work. I'm just kidding. Tyler's one of my pals.
Okay, good.
But no, nobody go harass him unless you really want to.
Don't harass Tyler.
No, maybe a little beef between our channels would actually get us some money. But let's see. Humphrey Bear says, "Is it a comedy horror comic book?" No, it's not comedy at all.
No, it is not. It is straight horror. So it will. Yeah. I guess it's comedy if you like seeing horrific things happen to people, but
right. That's why I'm laughing at the coronavirus. It's all the big comedy.
Oh boy.
But Eagle 43 says, "I hear toilet paper is the future currency of the world."
It is. It's pretty much the current currency of the world.
Yeah. Drawn Talk is saying we should have planned this internet beef better. Well, guys, I am going to be over on the Bunderdome in a few minutes, so I'm going to post a link to the Bunderdome so you guys could all go sub. So it's about time we end this stream, but I'm going to post the link here first. There we go.
Post a link to my YouTube channel as well, Nasser.
Okay, the first one's the Bunderdome. The second one is Jason's channel, where he'll be live streaming drawing these pages. Excuse me, guys, I'm just really yawning today. It's cold down in my basement, so I'm just like exhausted down here. And I got almost no sleep. I woke up really nervous about this campaign. And then the final link there is our comic. And so if you guys can't back it right now, then please share out the link, you guys. Spread it around and tell all your friends. Post it all over social media, please.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and Drawn Talk, Tyler, if you're still in here, we need to get on your channel soon. Yeah, love to be on his channel. Yeah, I'd love to be on anyone's channel. If you want to have us on there, please let us know. Contact us on Twitter, Facebook, if you can find us, and just ask. We'll show up. Well, I prefer to be contacted on Twitter, not Facebook, but you can contact Jason on Facebook. That's fine. Heartbreaker loves my idea of a gunslinger priest fighting Cthulhu. So there. Okay. It'll still be awful. They'll still be fantastic. All right. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys over on the Bunderdome pretty soon. Peace. Yeah. Go over there. Check out Nasser. Watch him interview with Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini. It'll be fun. All right. See you guys. Take care, guys. Support the book.